10 years ago, I was standing on top of the highest point in Africa. And I felt like I was going to die. Fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests, what's the most difficult thing you've ever done? I want you to go on a journey with you. On this journey, we're going to learn how to climb a mountain. We're going to learn how to achieve all of our goals. And then I'm going to tell you a secret. Our journey begins in East Africa, rising 5,895 meters above the savannah, or 19,340 feet, is one lonely, solitary, majestic mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro. Up at the peak, the oxygen is only 40% what it is at sea level, meaning your body and your brain has a lot less energy to work with, which is what makes climbing the mountain so difficult. But I didn't realize how difficult it was at the time. It was only afterwards when someone asked me about it and said that most people tell them that it's the most difficult thing they've ever done. And I thought, you're right, that was really difficult, but it also felt so easy. And so here's how you climb a mountain. You go slowly. They even have a saying, Kilimanjaro, Pole Pole, Hakuna Matata. And that means Kilimanjaro, slow, slow, no worries. And it really is that simple. You just slowly take one step after another, all the way to the top. And that's really the secret to achieving any of our goals. Everything we do is just one step after the other. This wisdom is even known to Confucius, who said, it doesn't matter how fast you go, as long as you keep going. So after climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, which is 10 times as high as the CN Tower, I came back here and did the CN Tower climb, because it's just one step after another. I even ran a marathon, because that's just taking a step or two a little bit faster for a little bit longer. And I also achieved other goals, like in Toastmasters, finishing my competent communicator, because each speech is just one more step. But here's my secret. I didn't keep going. I stopped. I stopped going to Toastmasters. I stopped running. I also stopped on the mountain. So it's only in reflection, thinking about that time, that I realized the real lesson and the real difficulty and challenge I learned from that time. It was the most difficult thing I've done, because when my body gave up on me, I just completely stopped. I threw up. I just couldn't keep going. This was already after reaching the top. But after spending so much time there, for reasons I can't get into now, I just didn't have enough oxygen in me, and my body was just shutting down. One person I went climbing with actually was taken down on a stretcher. I was in hospital for a couple of days and was fine afterwards. At the time, I just felt awful. And I didn't know how I could keep going, so I stopped. And that happens sometimes in life. You just have to stop. So what kept me going? How do you keep going in those moments? Well, I was lying there and thinking, I just don't want to die next to this rock. So I took one more step. And I thought, I don't really want to die on this rock either. It's just as bad. So I took another step, and I kept going. And when I reflect and think about what I want to do in life, I realized I want to keep running. So I signed up to do another marathon this summer in August. And I thought, I actually want to give more speeches. So I got into Pathways, figured it out, and realized, okay, I'm going to get my next speech ready and scheduled. For everything we do in life, there is another step to take. The easy way to achieve our goals is just keep going. But if you stop, look deep inside yourself, and just remember what you want to achieve, and take one more step.